short box series. Come into extension, make sure that your lumbar is not arched, but your hips are in a lot of extension. Your neutral spine, your head is right on top of your tail. You're going to take your palms, reverse into your heart, open, follow with your gaze, and close just for a few breaths. Inhale, take your arms up, follow with your gaze. Exhale, bring them down. And inhale, take them up. Next time, take your arms overhead. And exhale, you're going to dive down, belly in, chin slightly tucked, cat. Deep exhale. Take your arms down, push your arms are active. Inhale, open from your sternum. Exhale, arch, tuck your toes. Without moving the carriage, fold in half, come into a pike. Look at the wall behind you. Press out into a plank. And come back into your pike. Press out, belly in. And just moving your elbows, not moving your body, not moving your feet. Elbows going in and out. Control front. And come back into a pike, fold in half, look behind you, press out into your plank. This time you're gonna point and flex the toes, point and flex, point and flex. Nothing is moving, just your ankles. And then you can try to lift one leg, point and flex, and switch, point and flex, point and flex, and fold in half, pike, and press out. And drop your hips, squeeze your glutes, look up, swan, exhale, snake back into a pike. Look at the wall behind you, take your knees down. Exhale, cat. Inhale, arch from the sternum. Exhale, fold. And inhale, open. Take your fingertips on the box. You can move closer, readjust. And from here, you're going to inhale and take your arms overhead. Look up this time. And exhale, fountain down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale, take your arms on the side of the box. Come into a pike without moving the carriage. Fold in half, shoulders down, belly in. And press out into a plank. We're going to do a little dance. You're going to take one knee into the box, the other knee into the box. One knee to the opposite hand and the same knee to the opposite hand. One knee to the switch knees, rotate, and come back into a pike. Here, take your right foot in the middle of the carriage, press out into the lunge. Feel the lightness of your fingertips. Inhale, cat. Exhale, arch. Exhale, round. And drop your right knee down towards the floor as far as you feel comfortable. Belly in, squeeze the glute, stretch. And come up, come back into a pike, fold in half, press out one more time, and feel the lightness of your fingertips and move the carriage in and out, extending and bending the knee. Nothing else is moving, just your leg. and press back in and straighten both knees. Stick your bum out for a crazy hamstring stretch. Really stick your bum out. Small micro movements. You can move your foot to the right and to the left. So you get different stretches on a different part of a hamstring. And you can take your head down, straighten out both knees as much as you can, and press back out into the lunge. Take your left arm right on top of your left shoulder and open your right hip crease, creating the space. As you bring the carriage home, rotate and unrotate. Rotate, look up, unrotate. Rotate and unrotate. Take the arm down, fold in half, and step back. Take your left leg in the middle of the carriage and press out into a lunge. And arch and fold. Open from your sternum and cat. And open and drop your left leg towards the floor. Really find that stretch, squeeze your glutes. Breathe and come back up. Fold in half, press out into your lunge. Find the lightness in your fingertips and move the carriage with your left leg, hamstring press. Really press down to go out and come back in. Now straighten both legs, small little movements, stick out your bum. Take your foot to the right and to the left. And you can take your head down, but really stick out your bum. If you can't, straighten both knees. Deep breath. And step back. From here, you're going to press out into a plank and we'll do a few wide push-ups. Belly in, elbows wide, go as low as you can, maintaining the control, and come back home, fold in half. Take a breather and take your knees down. Just like we did in the beginning. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, dive down, chin slightly tucked. And press out, lift your knees into a pike without moving the carriage. And press out into a plank for a side plank. So you're gonna turn and your leg is gonna be on the side. And it's really gonna be super flex. So you have to use your glute med. So the arm is right in the middle of the box and the other arm is gonna be on top. And if you have any shoulder issues, that's a really hard exercise. You can skip it. Otherwise, press back out. Take the top leg up front. Lower the pelvis and lift. Lower the pelvis, move the carriage away. And lift. Lift and lower. And bend the knees to come in. Face your foot bar and take your elbows on top of the box. You might have to readjust. Really squeeze your belly in and come into a reverse plank. Look up if it's comfortable for your neck. Readjust. And you're not going to move your body. You're only going to move your elbows. So elbows in and out. Modified control back. In and out. In and out. And if it's comfortable, you can open your head to the sky. And bring the carriage home. and climb up on top of your box for triceps, proud boobs. Keep your feet on the pad. Come down for tricep dip. Proud boobs, belly in. Stay straight. Eyes, hips, and nipples, everything in one direction. And come back. Turn to the other side. Now, left foot is super flexed. Your pinky is looking down, and your arm and elbow are in line. And you're gonna drop your pelvis and lift. Drop and lift. And drop and lift. And bend the knees to come in. Face forward. And just like we did in the beginning, just a few sun salutes. Inhale, take the arms overhead. And exhale, dive down. And take your elbows down. Inhale, arch. Exhale, cat. And sink back into a child pose. Take a few breaths here, and that's the end of your warm up.